Okay, the area, like, getting the eagle eggs from the area was not worth it. It spawns far too rarely. So I'm just gonna get it from the door instead. Didn't even get one, and only managed to get the thing to spawn like 3 times. So we'll just continue the story and go to the Forest of Myth. And we'll see whether the quest still works or whether I have to do it again. I'm hoping that all the quests stay complete, but there is a slight possibility they all reappear. If they do, I won't bother with them.
The home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
I hear you.
Well, she ain't there. I didn't realize that she wasn't always there.
Unusual activity, but I do have an incredible story for you. Wanna hear it?
Let's hear it. It was... many ellipses. However, many ellipses. Meanwhile, my wife was ellipses, 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 and a few more. And disappeared corpse, dismembered corpse had ellipses, 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 many ellipses. The real culprit was ellipses. Damn, missed the last one. That was quite a story. Wonder how it was going to end. I was impressed how much the story had been, how much of the story was hidden from us, and yet we seemed to grasp it. Yeah, but still don't know how it's going to end. Damn, I missed the last one. But, oh god, that was not worth hearing.
The key to the Shadow Lord's castle? You're talking crazy talk. Anyway, enough of your madness. Let's talk about my story.
Oh yeah, let's hear a mad story. And I'm not even going to mention any ellipses. On that very day. I suppose it makes sense, like, this entire place is about memory, and the memories are corrupted, so their stories barely have any information left in them. Jesus, she has nothing. Ever after. Well, at least they were for quite. That was horrible.
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
Let's go and do the text-based boss.
We are the grass, the trees, the woods.
Yeah, it seems a bit clearer than it was before.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Is the dark entity that governs all memories. May the words form themselves to your liking.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Black, pure darkness painted over everything. Words scattered here and across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparking in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree, in a voice of wind through the leaves. "This is not how it's supposed to be." The plan had failed. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were all as much part of the tree as its roots and bark. Memories collected like dew on thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed into a web that spanned the entire world, the world collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies, and the colonies united into whirlpools of light, and light coloured guessings into stars. Each star was a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets he lies on. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors had long since surrendered to his fate to the gods. The boy too abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swelled up within his dark recess of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that garnishes his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there's little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and green eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light to the boy's world. Her presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon the loathing eats away at the joy he receives when the girl visits. The girl will stop coming, he knows this. His every waking moment is spent fearing this day. He thinks that if he can talk to her, if he could tell her his feelings, this might not be so, but the conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up the memory and carefully stores it within itself, etching upon it a single word, envy. Oh, that's where it says green is envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy arises. Sounds similar to that boring. And another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is in foray, but fights the unending stream of enemies, filling her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of her daughter. Perhaps the child existed only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream she does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go, some fleeing in terror, some are eaten. She begins to fight with 63 companions. That's more companions than she had previously, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first, but at the time she hears the fierce low sound, the area is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up again, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sun. She is laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. The memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched in a single word: loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, this memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favourite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its capably labelled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have a distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was black. A black pit, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but to sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Adocat, well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Adocat entered was almost completely empty. All he could see was a few crystals scattered haphazardly across the floor. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Adocat suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the forest of myth, its villagers imprisoned by their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Adocat stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Whis, look there! A small shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hands, more jewels tumbling out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth. Slight sounds of tinkling from each one before they vanished forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating them precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. This shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended its branch towards Adocat. Without a second thought, Adocat brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look through the tree. There's a convocation of memories I had lost, and satisfaction of many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennia of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than being upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem! I implore you, heck! It spat a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the colour of lost envy? Well, if it's the same as before, it's green. It spoke. The shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Adocat brushed Wish's comments aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Adocat. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment his fingers brushed against Adocat, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out of its entire body. It was emotion. More than that, the entity felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years aglow, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries the tree had been alone, its heart sealed within the heavy chains, but no more. New powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotion it had been designed to feel. It was the beginning of a soul. And the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new unpleasant sensation. But the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beast? Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key, cried the book. Secure the key. The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next words must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed their way into the walls. This world is falling apart. How can the world of letters? I implore. Most important thing. World. Yona. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, Adocat was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill them without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
Yeah. There seem to be slight differences, but very small. We're going
Let's
to
see
check
if
the
the junk
letter.
heap kid sent us a letter.
No doubt the letter won't have been sent, and then I'll just be able to go straight to Poplar.
What's up?
The sky.
Last month, my wife encountered some sheep in the plains, and the foul creatures kicked the very life from her. I came here to enact my revenge, but the beasts are far too violent for me to take on.
So, you want me to hunt them down?
No, that won't do.
Oh, then what do you want?
They must suffer as she suffered.
My good man, we are hardly in the business of hunting fluffy animals to death.
I've heard you've tamed wild boars, yes? That you can mount and ride them as one would a common pack animal. That shall be my revenge. Mount your boar and ride headlong into the sheep. Annihilate them and all their kin across this plain.
This is hardly the most civilized of assignments.
Save your civilized concerns for one who has not experienced my pain. These animals must suffer. They must pay for what they have done to my beloved.
Yeah, it's a weird quest that just appears after you get the first ending. You just got a random quest to kill sheep again.
thank you. I'm sure my wife sleeps easier now. Here is your payment.
So yeah, you got, as you can see, 100 gold per sheep killed.
If you wish to give it another go, I will be here.
I think it's mostly there so you can just get that sheep trophy if you didn't get it when you were a kid, because the sheep don't appear when you're an adult other than in that quest by the looks of things.
You have a letter, it would seem.
Oh, the letter actually arrived. That's not good.
A personal request, hmm?
He's done a lot for us. We should see what he wants. Off to the junk heap, then.
I was kind of hoping that I could just pick up the letter later. See if they're planning more. We'll just do the book.
The diary
One.
again?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Lately, I haven't been able to stop thinking about...
The world of the risk.
Nah, I'll actually do it a few times. Just gotta get them eggs. Hopefully with the upgraded spear, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, I confirmed that where the egg comes from through the third door. It's in the underlab part. From like the boxes. It possibly might come from any of the boxes down there, or it might come from only 6 of them. But still though, that's a lot. That's a 1 in 6 chance. It's still much better than a 1 spot in Airy. So yeah, I probably don't need to break the boxes in this part. Hopefully my magic is enough to just kill it. No, it wasn't. dodge and I chose not to. Like, it was a choice to not dodge. Even though I didn't really. It was a subconscious choice. I didn't mean to not dodge. Let's put it back on the whirlwind. It's honestly probably faster to just exit out if you don't get the egg. But I missed the time I got the egg last time. So yeah, it could appear anywhere in here. I'm not sure what colour it is. Whether it is a golden or whether it's just a green drop. Can I just go through the door? No. Oh, didn't know that it was one of them. That's annoying, I didn't get to lost all the charge. How can I take damage while that's on? Like, they can't get into melee range. Yeah, it's these 6 boxes here which I think have it in. Have a chance to have it in.
It seems we have been shut in. I wonder whether the enemies actually give experience and you just get the experience at the end.
Stunlock. Wait, I think I got hit though, somehow. Maybe it wasn't stunlocking it. Wish the shades actually dropped stuff in this place rather than just healing items. But they just drop a ridiculous amount of healing items that you don't need. Wasn't entirely sure if it would follow me, but it did. Imagine just being able to cheat like that. And not having to aim your attacks because they're just guaranteed to hit. Enough messing around, die.
Is that all?
Huh?
Is that the final?
It seems that way.
Interesting.
You figure anything?
I fear.
Yeah.
All we figured out is that's the way you get the eagle eggs. Can't remember what Popla's quest is. Oh yeah, I forgot we need large eggs as well.
I hope you find your Yona. I really do.
Also, I don't know where these weapons which require pearls are. Because I don't see a weapon that requires pearls. Unless it only needs it when it's fully upgraded, when it's about to get fully upgraded, maybe? I'm just hoping I could jump over there. Surprisingly, PS4 remotes actually have motion controls in them, which is something that I didn't actually know until I played one of the Ratchet & Clank's games. It's really weird, because like, you had to fall through the air and you had to use motion controls in the remote to like control how you move through the air. Like, you had to tilt the remote like in the direction you wanted to go. Which also is a bit of a problem when you're using a PS4 controller which isn't like an official one, because they don't necessarily have it. Which is why I kind of got stuck with it, because like I needed to use an actual PS4 remote because the one I had didn't actually have the motion controls in it.
Hey there. Your weapon is ready to go. Great. Thanks. You know, with a weapon like that...
You were going to say?
I need to ask you for a favor. Oh, yeah? I want you to avenge my brother.
That is a rather ponderous favor.
It's my mission. It's the whole reason I've been creating these weapons for the past 4 years. I don't care about money. I only care about making a weapon strong enough to kill those bastards. Which bastards? The ones in the mountain. That little shade and his robot.
A shade has joined forces with a robot?
There's a shade in there? Yes.
And what have we decided, hmm?
We're gonna kill it. You've got to kill him. By the way, what can I help you with?
By the way, do you want to upgrade some weapons for a quest? We can also get pyrite from the egg place as well. Alright, just need to get natural rubber, which is easy enough to get. Need more Docaria steel. The Dragoon Lance.
Come back soon.
I was gonna do his laugh, but he doesn't actually do that yet. Because like he hasn't gone completely insane yet because he hasn't killed the robot.